No offense, Steph. If Jewiąerson comes in here, I'm going to blush.
Jewiąerson.
Jewiąerson.
You might have to come in here.
Okay, can I leave you guys alone?
Okay,
is
bye.
this okay?
Yes.
Is it safe?
You can leave us alone, but we'll all be together tonight. Couple of dirty martinis later.
We should. Steph Infection's got a very fun guest today. Goblikon.
Oh, Steph, I'm so happy to be here.
I'm so happy Susan liked you.
Yes. Oh,
Susan, I always get scared.
I love dogs, and they love me.
Susan got so excited, and your long nails, your long manicured nails.
I gave her a little scratch on her little butt.
What's a big butt? It's a big ass.
Yeah, she's got a big trucker
big
back
ass.
there.
She's got a big butthole.
Yeah.
I look at it a lot. How are you? How are things?
I'm good. It's so nice to be reunited. I don't know when this is coming out, but in real time, your episode just dropped.
Today.
You came on my podcast, the Right Now podcast, which...
Fun podcast.
So many people come on my podcast and they're like, oh, I'm going to have you on my podcast. Like, no, the dude comedians are like, yeah, I'm going to have you on my podcast. Never hear from them again, Steph.
I guess I followed up immediately.
Literally, you had me sign a contract
that day
that I was going to be on Steph Infection.
I said,
Steph
sign
Infection.
it now.
Yeah.
And then I panicked.
And I was like, easy does it. And you broke the pen and the ink went everywhere. And I got like, you can't see my signature now.
And that's it. How was your signature?
How is my signature?
Yeah, is it good penmanship?
It's okay.
Okay.
I kind of cheat. I kind of just do like a big JG.
Okay, yeah,
kind of anyone could do.
Yeah.
It's hard to grip the Sharpies with my claws.
They are quite long. Do you file them? What is this?
No, I just let them do their thing.
That's it.
This is all natural.
Toenails too?
Oh yeah.
Long as hell, just fucking clawed
They
up.
They actually go underneath, and they give me a little height.
Okay, that's like a natural lift.
That's it. That's what I do. That's why I do it.
More people should be listening to this podcast if they're thinking of getting because I know a lot of guys want lifts.
I tell you what, it's way more common than you think.
Do you lie about your height to people, or do you tell people your true height?
I tell people I'm Goblin height.
Yeah, is what's like a classic Goblin height, like 5?
Like half of a door frame.
There we go.
Yeah.
And we all know half of a door frame.
Yeah, also I can't stand up fully straight, so,
Yeah, you got that hunch.
Yeah. But now, honestly, I just tell people, they're like, well, how big are you, Goblikon? I'm like, you ever seen Ian Finance?
Yes,
Yeah,
you're bigger than him.
We're literally identical. When he came on my pod, it was like we were like looking in a mirror and talking in a mirror.
So then that's what happened when Ian was on my podcast, because we were like the same person, and now it's again very similar.
Yeah, we're kind of like the Bermuda Triangle of comedy. I tell people,
if we were all in a room, no one would know who was who.
No, especially like if it was just an audio listener.
Yeah,
they'd be like, "Who am I listening to?"
If I had a receding hairline, I'd probably kill myself because I would look exactly like both you guys. So it'd be very offensive. No offense, because we already kind of have a mullet.
It's okay. For a long time, people were like, "Hey, are you Ian Finance?" I'm like, "No, it's me, Goblikon." And now everyone's coming out of the woodwork and they're like, "Hey, Tolev!"
That's what's happening. See, you know what?
It's John.
It's just John.
It's just John. Just John.
Just John Classic.
Yeah.
What did you do before you started potting?
Oh, well, I still kind of have a day job.
Okay.
I sell life insurance. Yeah.
Okay, you're selling life insurance.
Yeah, down in Reseda.
The Reseda?
Deep Valley. Yeah, that's where I'm from, 818.
You got 818. I have 818 on my phone.
Oh, we're neighbors.
But I live here.
By the way, I was walking up here, Steph. I literally heard chickens.
Yes, there is chickens in my neighborhood. Yeah.
Are your viewers aware of that? That we got like live chickens in your neighborhood?
I don't know if they're aware, but the coop is. I'll tell you what, that chicken coop they have over there is better than most comedians' places.
Really?
It's like 3 stories.
Well, it's bigger than all the New York comedians' places. That's for sure.
It's bigger than Ian Finance's place.
It's got a lot less shit on the ground too.
And they have Christmas lights.
Oh my God!
I know.
I love Christmas.
Do you?
Oh yeah, it's one of my favorite holidays.
What's your first favorite?
My first favorite holiday? Labor Day.
I also feel like this is I just watched Love on the Spectrum, and this is how they talk to each other on the episode.
They just grab onto one. But hey, what I love about that show is that's how all dating shows should be.
Yes.
Have you ever heard anyone on that show? I mean, this is a body positivity show. I've been told.
Yes.
That's what this is. You ever heard anyone on that show mention anyone's like physical characteristics as a negative on that show?
Well, yesterday, James actually did. He told one girl that her tooth was discolored. And I was like, buddy, all of your teeth are discolored. Let's not be focusing on the one tooth here.
James did that?
Yes, it's the first time I've ever seen that.
Oh.
Because normally, and it is nice to watch people just be like, and when something's awkward at the end of, I wish at the end of every normal date, I would have just been like, this isn't going to work.
Yes. I like
and that's it. And they shake
very
hands.
honest, and no, they don't say anything about it. They're like,
no,
all right, fair enough. Yeah.
And then they go, okay, bye.
Yeah.
Shake hands or wave, and that's it. They never see each other again.
Yes, but I love when they'll just be on a date. And they're like, do you like chickens? Someone else is like, I like chickens, and that's good enough. That is enough for a 4-year relationship.
That's what the one couple that's still together 2.5 years because the Lion King.
Oh, spoiler alert, Steph. I haven't gotten there yet.
Okay, she's all over the internet.
Oh, okay. Should have followed John. I got to get them on my podcast.
You got to get them on the
King
podcast.
Yes.
You love the Lion King?
I do love the Lion King.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a very good
I
impression.
just want to be in a relationship where someone will hold me up like that.
I think that can happen.
To all their friends and family. Like if I ever get married, that's what I want to have happen. I want to walk down the aisle. I want to have someone be able to lift me up and present me.
I like that.
With a song, and all the animals come out.
All the animals
and
come out.
they bow and they say, "Oh, you managed to nab John." You know.
That's gonna be a very strong person to hold you for that long, though. It's gonna be a very large individual.
I can find them.
You can find them.
Yeah, they're out there.
There's big people out there.
Oh, they're.
I know one in my dental office. My dental hygienist.
Really?
That's a big woman. I can, if you want someone to friggin' carry you to the ends of time.
Steph, you got to.
I can give you my dentist's number, and I'll tell you what, she's got a broad back. That hump could just sit up there real nicely.
A broad with a broad back?
That's
Sign
exactly
me
it.
up. That's what I have on my dating profile.
Is it? Well,
Seeking broad with broad back.
I
Yeah.
would love to see your dating profile.
Oh, I'm on all the apps.
When was your last date?
Oh, my last date. You mean like a one-on-one?
Yeah, that's kind of like what a date is.
Yeah.
What, are you going on group dates?
Yeah, I go on a lot of group dates.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like it'll be like me, and there'll be like like another couple who like invited me out.
Okay.
They're like, "Oh, John, we feel bad. You're always home alone. Like, why don't you come out with us?" So like we're kind of on a date.
Okay,
you know,
so you're just
or it'll be
third-wheeling.
like a big group will come to like see my show, and they've paid to meet and greet me, and I take
Okay.
a picture with them. And like we're kind of on like a date, you know.
Well, these aren't dates, but I'm going to let you think they are just because I feel like.
Yeah, it's like that's kind of like. Yeah, I go on dates.
Sure. So you're going on dates, but your last one-on-one.
My last one-on-one. Right now.
This is it.
Yeah, now.
We're on a date.
Just one-on-one.
Jeparoson, how do you feel about that?
Oh, wait, I'd love him to join. I mean, I got to be honest.
But it's not a date anymore.
I got to be honest. No offense, Steph. If Jeparoson comes in here, I'm going to blush.
Jeparoson.
Jeparoson.
You might have to come in here.
I think I might shoot my shot with Shooter.
He's not even here. We had all these fun riffs.
Oh.
He's outside somewhere.
Yeah. You don't know.
Wow. It's almost like we just got stood up.
I've
The
been
two
there.
of us.
Have you been stood up a lot, Steph?
Yes.
you met Jeparoson.
Yes, a million times.
What was your love life like?
Hell.
Really?
What are you
In Los Angeles? In the comedy scene?
It was no. I didn't date really comedians, and
okay.
I got stood up all the time.
So
I got stood up a lot.
You have like a thing where you're like, I don't want to date where I eat, or what is it?
No, I would date where I eat. I would
Oh.
shit where I eat. I like shitting where I eat. It's more convenient. I'm already there.
That makes sense.
You know what I mean? We're like, I'm like, I love dating comedians. I dated comedians back in Toronto. I was going on the road and fucking your
Back
opener.
in East York.
Hey, you remember?
Represent. What's their area code? It's like 666.
416.
What's that?
416.
416. York,
Repping the
baby.
East York, repping the T dot.
Yeah, if you listen in, you probably in the clink.
There actually is people listening. From East York, I'm assuming. No, it was bad. I'm so happy now. I feel bad. I don't want to rub it in how good my dating life is. What are those little things in your tie? I have ADD. What are those little things? Those little bushels? Or those little hay bushels?
Yeah, it's like little bits of wheat, I believe.
Little bits of wheat.
Yeah, I feel like this is probably from Iowa or something.
You feel like a guy who shops at Iowa. It's like a nice top man shirt. It's like a top shop.
Is that you said Iowa like it's a store? You look like a guy that shops at the state of Iowa. Yeah.
Jeparoson? Yes. Well, I called you in here before.
Oh boy.
I hate to break it to you, but John just said we were on a date, and then I said, well, would Jeparoson like that? And
wow,
then
that's a lot of jawline that just walked through the door.
And then he said he was going to blush if you came in.
Oh.
Blush?
Damn
I
it.
see. The hue is changing.
Yeah.
Oh, I got to talk like this. What's happening?
This is so cute. Hold on. Look at it. Look at it. Stand up. Oh. Taking it on what I call mind film.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Just suck that in.
Yeah, just save it for later.
He said we were on a date. I thought you'd be offended by that.
Are you trying to steal my sweet Bulgarian?
No, I'm
He
trying to
wanted
get
here.
in this.
I
I want in
Get on
this.
this. Oh, okay.
I want both. I'm trying to make another Bermuda Triangle right here.
yeah, he wants.
Yeah.
Oh, so you see the appeal? What about this? Do you want to get in on?
I mean,
what do you
look,
think's
also never
happening?
talked this
Yeah.
closely before. It's bizarre.
Well, you pushed my face over
Well, you
here.
need to be in the mic.
Okay.
This is, look at they're having their first argument right here on the
Yeah,
pod.
our first argument.
Yeah.
Oh, not really.
Obviously.
Well, let's talk about it. What was your last fight? Tell me.
What was our last fight?
Well, you usually remember, don't you, honey?
Oh,
you're
okay.
You're the
Oh,
keeper.
hold on.
Excuse me.
Passive aggression just entered the chat.
Thank
Yes.
you. See?
Yeah, it's the clock in here. What
When
have
was
I
our
been?
last
What have I
fight?
been screwing up recently?
No, our last fight.
tell
Can
me,
you
seem to
remember our last fight?
Wow.
Oh no, it was
I'm doing
my
good.
birth. It was the night we got really drunk. Whenever we get really drunk together, it's a problem.
You don't say. Alcohol doesn't help? No.
No, we got in a big fight that night. I don't even know it was over. But
What
we
you
got in a
guys'
massive
drink
fight.
of choice when you're together?
We start off with dirty martinis.
Yeah.
We go right for the vodka. We get in there.
I was hoping you're going to say that. Your voice is just like, I feel like you'll be like, give me a dirty martini. And then like a piano starts playing in the
And
background.
it's him playing the piano.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's you playing?
I do. I play a little piano. Vodka
Yes.
helps.
Is that you?
That is
me.
him, yeah.
That is me.
You're
yeah.
a cowboy as well. I mean, the viewers can't see what I'm looking at. I am looking at. What was that little
Leave a
kid who
shrine.
got famous from a Kmart from yodeling? Mason something?
Mason, not Mozart.
Mason Mozart.
Mason Mozart.
That's it.
Mason Mozart.
You look like if that kid grew up and started just like raking in poon. I mean, this guy looks like he's just.
Oh, he was raking it in then, weren't you?
Oh, I did well.
You know what?
The only upright bassist who ever has. I mean, truly. I mean, is that what that is?
Oh yeah. I'm just holding that. That's a
Yeah, I
prop.
don't know why.
I don't play that very well.
I see.
Yeah.
But if you hold it, yeah, then people like it. If you want to rake in some poon, hold a bass.
So, viewers can't see what's happening. There is.
We have a shrine to ourselves.
There's shrine to yourself, but I just want to describe it for the viewers real quick. One would say there might be a stark difference from photo to photo. We got Jeparoson looking like
I'm gonna show-
he just
I'm gonna
stepped
show.
off Yellowstone, okay? And then Steph is like shoving a piece of pizza in her mouth. Yes, thank you. Look at this. Oh my God.
Okay.
Look at this.
So when he
at it.
moved
Match
in, I
made
wanted
in
to be
heaven.
sweet, and I wanted to frame. These are all our albums, so all my comedy albums and all his albums. And yeah, guess what?
Different vibes. Just a
Very
little different
vibes. We definitely. He was getting poon. I clearly was shoving pizza in my poon.
Yeah.
You're getting some sausage there, hon.
Yes, I got sausage, but he acts like he's not gross. So you probably wanted yours to look like this.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, my
But
creative team.
here's what I love about this. Here's what I love about this. Is you look at this guy and you're like, oh yeah, he's got a type. You know, she's got to be wearing a gold-plated gown and have feathers and something. But no. Not Jeparoson. No. Look at this. He's like, wait a minute. He like opens the dumpster and you're like, hey. And he's like, I'm in love.
exactly it.
Hard eyes. Yeah. And I love
That'll
it.
do.
That's
That'll do.
exactly it.
That
Okay.
will
That's
do.
the full package right there. Look at that. That is the
Yes.
full package. Like that's everything. I mean,
Yeah.
there you go.
Wow. Okay.
That's it.
It's also interesting to see you without the bangs, Steph, and not in like a romper or anything.
I know that
it's
was
jarring.
It is very pre. That was very pre me. I saw my first stand-up set that I did in a long time. I think I might have to post. It's so bad. There's a lot. That was my sketch troupe, Lady Stash. I used to do sketch comedy.
Okay,
Here.
can I leave you guys
Yeah,
alone?
okay,
Is
bye,
this okay?
yes.
Is this safe?
You can
Anything
leave
gonna
us
happen?
alone, but we'll all be
I'm
together
nervous.
tonight. Couple of dirty martinis later.
We should. Now I want to do. I have tonight off.
Okay, hon.
Do you like dirty martinis?
I love dirty
You want
martinis.
to take my? Want to go get some vodka?
I have some. What am I? Am I going to whip some up? Bring them back? What's happening?
No,
be later.
yeah.
Later.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess I'm drinking now. I haven't drank in 5 weeks. I'm drinking in the middle of the day.
You're a bad influence. You're getting
Yeah,
us
what
on
the
vodka.
heck?
We've been staying away from
Sorry,
the
not
vodka.
sorry. Yeah, okay.
We haven't had a sip in weeks.
I'm
now.
looking at an olive and I'm getting hungry.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
the
that's,
problem.
you like
I'm
a dirty
getting
martini.
salty and I'm getting hungry.
You like two greenies floating around in there.
Oh yeah. And the red, you got the green, the red. You look like a fucking
Yeah,
what are those?
Yeah, pimento eyes.
Pimento.
You got yeah, it's nice.
I got two beautiful olives
Yeah, right
ready
there.
to float in both
Yeah,
of your dirty glasses.
I'm hungry and thirsty now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
is
This
so
could work.
close.
This could work. You shoved my head.
Okay, we have to be on camera.
Give her a
Even
smooch.
closer.
Give her a smooch.
Give
Hold
me a
on.
smooch.
Mindfield. Bam.
Okay, stop.
Okay. All right.
It is
all
just
done.
psychotic. My nose
All
is
done.
running. My God.
Wow.
Wow. Bye. Jeez.
Wow. That's.
If you're not watching these episodes, you're missing out. People just like to listen. You got to have a visual. And if you're not watching with John Goblikon on, I'm like, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. If someone's just like, I just like his voice. I just want to listen to it in my commute.
Do people ask you if you smoke a lot or you're sick or you just with your voice? Because I get that question a lot.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
No, I mean, people are like, oh, you gargle with glass?
That's classic.
Yeah, that's.
I want some new ones. If people are going to be trolling us, give us some new ones.
Yep. But here's the thing: is I feel like I don't get that as much. What they do is they'll do the thing where they're like, "Oh, is that Ian Finance in there?" It's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, are you Charlie Day?" And it's like, you know who's in here? A scared little goblin boy. Okay,
That's it. Try to
That's
find
it.
out. That's what it is.
that's
A
it. Yeah,
scared
come
little.
get to know me, John Goblikon, from the premiere of Goblin Metal Band Goblikon, and then
I can't wait to see you live.
oh, you're gonna have so much fun.
I'm gonna
The two-
mosh. I love to mosh.
Oh, it's-
can
isn't
I
it
come
fun?
on and jump into the
crowd
crowd?
surf. Crowd surf.
I did it years ago and I got honked. I got double titted honked.
Awesome!
No,
Oh, no!
because you don't know who's doing it.
Oh, okay, got
it's so
it.
creepy.
Yeah.
you get honked when you crowd surf, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I jump in the crowd, and
Okay.
I do get a double honk sometimes.
You double honk?
or a triple honk, which is like both cheeks and a hump.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah.
So they'll do that to me sometimes. And I gotta be honest. Like sometimes it's fun. Sometimes I get what you're saying though. Like
a little too much.
some of it's aggressive.
It's also okay. You know what pissed me off about the mosh pits? Those guys that go in just full punching. Isn't it supposed to be shoving?
I'll say this.
Look, you're an expert.
It's different seeds. You know what I
Okay,
mean? When you
okay.
get in the hardcore seed, like ask Ian Finance.
This this whole episode is dedicated to Ian Finance.
Ian, love you. Honestly, like they'll see, like they're like punching and kicking. It's kind of turned into like the UFC.
It has.
Yeah, and they circle around. It's kind of the
The
same.
circle's
vibe.
fun. I love a circle pit.
Yeah.
We're all kind of skying and like dumping. That's fun. And when you're kind of like pushing off each other. But when people go in and are just like aggressively punching, I'm like, what is this?
Yeah, I'll say this: at our shows, we definitely got some pits, but everyone's pretty friendly.
Okay.
We've had kids at our shows.
Kids?
Yeah,
All
kids.
right, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's right, Steph.
I didn't know
For
you
the
were a
kids.
family-friendly band.
We're not, but then we bring their kids, probably because they can't afford a babysitter or something.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
we'll
that
say
makes sense.
bring them, throw them in the pit, and if they're young enough, I'd love to eat them. Meet them. I'd love to meet them.
Yeah, meet him.
I'd love to
Just-
meet
But
them.
it may have a nice sniff of the head.
Yeah,
Just a little
they're
tiny.
real soft and young.
What the fuck? I was going to say something about. Oh, a lot of families have been coming to my shows.
You said that on my podcast, and I find that so interesting.
And I'm saying literally this weekend, I was just in Portland, Maine.
Yes.
And every single night, there was a mom and her two daughters, a dad and her son. The one night, this is. I mean, this might not be weird for a man, or Goblin.
Thank you.
Sorry to misgender you.
That's all right.
A woman in the front row was with her daughter. Her daughter was like, I think just turned 20. She's 52 years old,
Okay.
sitting in the front row. I asked something about her vagina. She kind of shrugs it off weirdly. I go, oh, don't you know what yours looks like?
Right.
She's never once looked at her vagina. 52-year-old woman has never once looked.
I don't understand.
Thank you, Goblin, because as a woman, it's something you look at. You got a little pocket mirror. I guarantee 98% of the women listening to this right now have at some point taken the pocket mirror, have a little peek, see what's going on. Maybe they have an ingrown hair, want to make sure it's not HPV. You're getting in there. 52 years old, has no idea what it looked like.
I mean,
It's like you never looking at your whatever you have down there.
yeah, which is like,
What is down there?
what is down there?
Yeah, as a goblin. Like, I don't know what you have down there. Just like a hole?
Yeah, it's just It's like you're in outer space where it's like just swirling and
Yeah,
it's like
yeah,
everything's
yeah.
getting sucked into it, all the different planets and all the things from the galaxy. That's kind of what it is.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
what I actually pictured.
Yeah, yeah.
Mysterious.
Yeah, but
But
that's
clean.
Yeah, but that's the second one.
Yeah. It's like, oh, there's more than one.
Yeah, there's a few. Yeah.
There's a few.
Yeah, it's like a leaky boat down there.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Are they plugged up, the leaks, or are they just the water's coming in?
I got to get out my whole mirror that I have.
Your Goblin whole mirror?
My Goblin
Yeah,
whole mirror.
yeah, yeah.
I just love that you have your own mirror for that.
My friend got me one years ago because I would always look at my vagina so much. She went to Mexico and get this cute little one with like a little luchador on it. It's nice.
I always wondered this because I feel like guys could definitely pick theirs out in a lineup because they're looking at it all the time. They spend their whole childhood like just exploring it and hanging things on it. And
Hanging
doing
things
stuff.
on it. They do that.
Oh yeah, I bet if we asked Jeførson at some point, you put a hanger, like it's like a Christmas tree. It's like you're just trying to see if ornaments can hang on.
I never thought of that. We started talking because I asked his dick pic angle, and he told me he put a little small Etch-a-Sketch on the tip of it. So he's balancing stuff on it.
Wow, see that's what I mean. But
But I saw actually a girl showed me this guy's dick pic. It was the ugliest penis on the planet, and he had like 4 little baby hangers hanging off it.
let me ask you about dick pics.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's like, was it always a thing? Like at what point you're like, okay, I'm getting 50% more dick pics than normal. Because I feel like it wasn't talked about.
I think Tinder, I think the dating apps really started it. And I'm not going to lie to you, I didn't hate it. If I was going to have a one night stand, if I was on the road and I was like after a show DMing somebody and I'm like, you know what? He looks cute. If he offered it, or I'd be like, yeah, I'll take a peek. And sometimes they were so terrifying, I'd be like, I'm good, I'm going to bed.
Oh, yeah.
I don't need that. I don't like that.
What? I mean, this is a body podcast, Steph. What was the most terrifying one you ever saw?
I might still have it on my phone. I'm pretty sure I deleted it.
I want to see it.
I think I deleted it. I think when I started dating Jeførson, I deleted all of them because this one I had as a joke because it was a guy. I did Your Mom's House podcast and I talked about dick pics. I mumbled how I like dick pics.
Yeah.
I said, not unsolicited. No one listened to me. I was single at the time. This one guy, it looked like he was fucking a pile of rocks. And there was a tire in the background and his dick was on this big rock and it looked like piss all over the rock. And his penis looked like it had gout. I mean, it was swollen and the foreskin was so much. Like there's no way, to me, his foreskin had covered his pee hole and he was like, I think it was getting infected. That's what it looked like. It looked so swollen and wet and also dry. It kind of looked like Joe Rogan when I think about it. It was so veiny. It had everything you don't want on a penis in a penis. And it was the way it was presented. And his thumb was so fat and gross and his thumbnail was so small. And it was just like, you could tell he was pushing it down, like trying to like angle it. The whole thing was bad.
The weirdest part was when the penis came alive and was like, you ever try Alpha Brain? And you're like, oh, geez.
It was selling actually. It was getting a lot of good.
Yeah. So that sounds like that right there, that's a weird dick.
It was a bad dick and it was terrifying. It really haunted me.
I just want to know.
Oh, I know what one that also was bad. A guy, when I first moved out here, he was telling me how he's like, oh, I really love pleasuring women. I kept going on. I'm like, okay, fine. He got 3 bumps surgically placed into his penis. 3, I don't know what it's called, the term, but
it's called an STD. Yes. When you have that many bumps on your dick, Steph.
Oh, he had these little things put in for women. Apparently, this was to give them pleasure when they have sex with you.
And who told him that? A guy. A doctor who was like, I'll do it,
Yeah, what kind of doctor's doing that? That doesn't seem, you're not going to friggin' Kaiser urgent care going, you gotta give me some pleasure. My dick sucks.
You're on the Kaiser app, there's the message center, you got a message.
Well, I was saying to you before we started recording, you're going to Moon Tower.
Yes, Austin.
Yes, you're going to Austin. And I was saying you should find this guy when you're there. This guy who's a lizard man. I want to find him.
But why would you say that I should meet a lizard man?
Just because he's green, I just think it'd be fun to put him on your podcast.
So you say there's not enough green
man.
representation on my podcast?
Yes. Oh, here it is. I found him.
Well, you may be right.
52, lizard man.
Right.
This guy. So
Okay.
he's full lizard. He's got his whole head now. This is what he's done. His tongue is in half, and he got those same bumps he has in his eyebrow. That's what the guy had in his penis.
I think this is the guy.
This might be the guy.
Yeah, I think that's who said it to you. You're just looking at a lizard dick.
Full lizard, man. I need to know. This is his life. Like you are naturally a goblin. You didn't choose to be like this. You were
No,
born like this.
Do you think I would choose to be like this, Steph?
Really? You don't think you choose to be a goblin? What would you want to be?
I don't know. I think I probably want to be Jeførson if I had my choice, you know? If I could just
And then
select
we'd
out
be
of a lineup.
dating.
Yeah.
The triangle.
Yes.
The triangle.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I guess I wouldn't choose to be a goblin.
Let me ask you something
Even though
else about
I
dick pics.
behave like that.
Because I read once.
You read?
Once.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the only thing I've ever read. This article about dick pics. I was like, I will click the dick.
Okay.
And it said that women, when looking at dick pics, are actually more observing the entire thing, the background, the aesthetics.
Yes. That's
More
true.
so. Is that true?
100%.
All right, guys, listen
yes.
up. Hold on. Do you have any guy listeners?
I do have a lot of guys.
Okay,
Yes.
all right, guys, listen up.
No, I
You can't just put it on a hot stone and whiz on it. You got to be a little bit better than that.
on a hot stone. That's what it looked like.
Yeah.
It was almost like singeing. Like
Oh,
if
God.
The bottom would have had like grill marks.
Wow.
That's how it felt like it looked like.
Put it on the George Foreman. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Grease just.
supposed
Yeah,
to-
no, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a lot. He just died recently.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
The grill.
R.I.P. The grill's dead.
Yeah.
You can never buy a George
No.
Foreman grill anymore. That's it. They're gone. We're looking. You know why? I always like to see because you'll notice how disgusting a man's house is. Untucked fitted sheets.
Yes.
Blankets all on the floor.
Yes.
Crusted towels. Crusted
Yes.
socks.
The-
nasty like cups everywhere.
Yeah.
Half-filled water. Like
Oh, my
standing
God.
water. Mosquitoes.
Yeah.
Stagnant.
Yup. You know what I mean? Just like. You
gotta clean it up.
Just take out plates.
And we're zooming in.
Yes, yes, and there's like takeout food containers.
Oh, I'm
everywhere.
zooming in on the penis.
And there's a big bong that this company sent me for free,
Yes,
just kind of
yes,
sitting
yes.
on a coffee table. And then there's all like Necro kind of fan art that people.
Oh, there
sent
probably
me,
is.
you
Yes,
know?
so that's
Just-
yours. So what would you'd have to clean? Would you clean yours up? But I don't even know what you'd be sending.
What's that?
I don't know what you would call. What would you send? You can't call it a dick.
I would
pic.
just send them a Neil deGrasse Tyson video. I think I'd be like, that's kind of what you're getting into here. It's gonna pull you in.
It doesn't pull you in.
Yeah.
But you might not be able to get out.
Yeah, sponsored by NASA.
Sponsored by.
I like to keep it a secret, Steph. I mean, I
I don't want to see it. I'm not going to ask you to
modest
see it.
goblin. No,
Yeah,
it's
no,
okay.
you're a
It's
modest
okay.
goblin.
I mean,
Well, I'm just saying.
get a couple of dirty martinis in me.
Yeah,
and bring in
Debbie.
Jeførson, and we'll see what happens.
Also women zoom in on the actual penis. So like if you have a skin tag or you have some sort
A
of lump,
skin tag?
I have zoomed in to the point on penises where I can see that and I'll tell you, one guy for sure it was a wart because I've seen penis warts before. I zoomed in very close and I was like, that's a wart. And I told him to get checked.
Oh, that's what you mean by tag. I thought you meant you zoom in and there's like a little price tag or something.
No, I mean, I zoom in and there's
Discounted rate, you know?
No. Oh, skin tag.
Yeah, skin tag.
No. That's like a sale tag.
Oh, okay. I was thinking something totally
You don't know what a skin tag is?
No, I don't. Tell me.
I guarantee you have some of them.
I guarantee I do.
There's absolutely no way I'm looking at a goblin skin tag free.
Yeah, so explain to me what a skin tag is for us.
It's like a little piece of skin. It looks like a little access piece of skin that kind of hangs off. And
yeah,
some
right
people
there.
can rip. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, perfect. We just found your first skin tag together.
Oh, great. Okay. Yeah.
Wow. Leave it on there because if you rip it off, sometimes it could be.
But it also says $2.99. So
Okay, so then
yeah,
it is.
it's
That's
full of
why
both.
you're confused.
Yeah.
That's why you're very
Okay,
confused.
that's why.
What body stuff do you have?
What body stuff do I have?
Yeah, like what do you struggle with as a goblin? What do you got?
Oh my God, Steph. Honestly, it's one of those things where like I don't view myself the way other people perceive me.
Okay.
Does that ever happen to you where like some people are talking about stuff and you're like, oh, I guess that's how I look. You're like see
Okay.
yourself in a picture and you're like, oh, what is that?
I think that happens a lot though, photo. I think when you look yourself in the mirror, you do a different face.
Yeah.
And then in the picture, you're like,
Yeah, that's why I don't
my
have
God, my
mirrors.
thumb. No
I
mirrors.
don't have not a single mirror.
Really?
Yeah, people come over like, all right, Dracula, what's going on in here?
Yeah.
I don't do it.
Okay.
I don't do it. I don't like to see myself unless it's online and then I'm just surfing, I'm watching my clips and only my clips all day, every day. But I'm not like trying to like look at myself in a mirror when I first wake up. I don't
Okay.
like that kind of stuff. But I'd say with me, the thing that really gets me is my hump.
Okay.
You know, I do got a hump and people at work are always talking about it.
They're
and
bugging you with a hump.
Well, it's just I'm a big sweater.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
You
And I'm
seem fine right
I'm
now.
not talking about
You're not-
cashmere.
You're not sweating right now.
Oh, just wait. When I leave,
The
okay?
hump?
Yeah, this is going to be a totally different
The
color.
hump's going to be
back
wet.
here.
Okay, really?
Yeah, so at work, everyone's always like, "Oh, John, you got all this butt sweat and back sweat and hump sweat and stuff
Okay.
like that." But here's the thing, Steph. It's so freaking hot at my office because my boss, Brad, is such a cheapo.
Okay.
He won't turn on any of the AC.
Okay, so you're melting.
So this is what happened is, I was going to get suspended because everyone was like, "Oh, there's a stench coming from John's office," and they're making fun of my sweat and all this stuff, and they're calling me old hunchback of Notre Dame,
Really? Okay.
And then I was like, all right, so I need to remedy this situation, but it's just so freaking hot. So I was like, all right, you know what I'll do? I'll get myself a nice little desk fan.
Yes.
And this way I won't be sweating as much, right? So I'm on my work computer, typing it in, I'm trying to find, and every time I type in fan, like I go on Amazon or something, they're trying to sell me all this other shit stuff.
Yeah, the
it's like
Dyson,
everything
something
but a
crazy.
fan,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm just at my desk, I'm at my work computer, so I type in only fans.
What happened?
Well, now I'm on unpaid leave, I guess.
Okay,
And, so that's where I'm at with that whole thing. And it just
Unpaid
kind of
leave.
like continued for a while. Then I was like, okay. When you like go to like a theme park and they got those like misters, I thought maybe something like that would work, get
nice
some
mister,
misters.
yeah.
So I'm just going on spraymyface.com, be
Yeah.
wet, So
Yeah.
I'm doing this all on my work computer. It just didn't really work to my advantage.
Yeah, I think you're being too specific. Just
Okay.
type in fan. Just type in Mister. I
Fan,
think yeah.
Mister.
Don't be putting yourself in the title there.
Okay.
Just keep it simple.
Keep it simple. I like that.
Keep it simple.
Yeah, but I do get, when I see a picture, I see my little hump popping up behind me. I'm like with two fans or something, or, everyone's always like, every Wednesday they text me. They're like, "Oh, happy hump day, Goblin." It's
But
like,
that's kind of funny.
is it?
Well, I mean, it must get
Is it?
annoying. The first time would be funny. It's kind of clever.
I guess it's pretty good wordplay, I guess. I
pretty
do
good
love
wordplay.
a good wordplay.
But that hump is very common.
Really?
There's I don't know the exact term, but I believe it's like a fatty buildup. And I just saw an article yesterday on my Instagram where you're supposed to like adjust your neck now I feel like I have one. You're supposed to adjust, like pull your chest out and your chin out forward so that lump kind of goes down. Because it's a lot of people have it. And I'm terrified. Whenever I see somebody, no offense, like an older person
No,
like hunched
no.
over, I immediately am like, fuck, and I like stand up straighter.
So
Maybe.
Do you think like it's something like if I did like Ozempic or something?
No, you're not putting
the hump
Ozempic in
would
the
go
hump.
down?
No, I think you have to adjust your posture. You have to stand up straight more, chin out. There you go. The hump already looks like it's...
Did it look natural?
That looks unnatural. Don't put your hands out like that. Why would you do that? Why? Okay, no, your hands are not receding back. It makes no sense. That looks natural. Just
Okay.
straight. Arms normal. Why are
Okay.
your arms being weird all of a sudden? Yeah, normal. And now straighten up. There you go. Yes. Doesn't that feel more natural?
All right, I gotta let out a
Yeah,
fart.
you gotta,
Okay,
you gotta let up.
All
But
right.
also your mullet kind of hides the...
Mullet? You think this is a mullet?
I guess it's just not really a mullet because it's more like a receding hairline, so it looks like a mullet. You just have so much skin here that it makes it look like a mullet.
Yeah, I mean, if you look back at photos of me, I've been growing it out. I grew it out in the pandemic, and it was one of those things where I'm like, I'm just going to keep it.
Okay. Yeah. That
Just
you're
keep it.
kind of...
But I thought about maybe getting a haircut and stuff like that, because some people were kind of made a reference to me giving forefather, like it's kind of like very Benjamin Franklin-esque.
Yeah, I like it. It's a little Nosferatu-esque.
I'll take it.
It's not bad. I mean, it's in now. What's the guy's name from White Lotus? Ian Finance just posted a photo how he looked.
Ian Finance is in White Lotus?
No, he just posted
Oh
a
my
photo
God.
about his like fucking receding hairline.
I
How
want
his
to
pocket
ask
go
him
down.
why this season didn't go anywhere.
Did you
Ian,
watch it? I've never even seen it. So
I really I watch a lot of TV.
really big
I love
TV
the
head.
White Lotus. Yeah, I get into White Lotus and stuff like that.
I gotta open up. I've never seen a single episode. I only watched Law and Order SVU.
Wait a minute.
It's a problem. I just started watching Righteous Gemstones because Jefferson started watching it and he said it was really funny. And I was like, oh, it is funny. But I have a sick problem.
But SVU in particular.
That's it.
Is that the only one that's currently on?
Yes. No, I think the other one might still be on, but I just started watching it again from the beginning. I think I'm on the fifth time maybe. I start from the very first episode and I go all the way to the end.
Well, there's like 8,900 episodes, right?
Yeah.
I mean, how many are we talking about, Steph?
We're talking about when I'm getting ready Like for the show, I'll just have it in the background. When Jeførson's not here, I just have it on playing. Like I'm editing and it's kind of on. It's like just like my podcast noise in the background. Like I don't listen to podcasts. Thank you for listening to this one. And Right Now podcast, check me out on that. But it's a sick thing. And I know a lot of women watch that. It's like for bed and stuff. I don't know.
Let's dissect that stuff.
I don't know. I think it's like
let me
comforting.
see what's going on with that.
You know what it is? Someone said this. I can't remember who said it, but it's the way the show is structured. It starts with something fucked up. It like has the same. Every show has the same cadence. It's like a classic joke setup. It's like you got the premise, you got 3 little things, and then you got the closer. So it's like every episode, it's this nice rounded thing where I know what's going to happen. I know it's going to be wrapped up nicely. There's only like 4 or 5 episodes where like the ending is like, well, he raped her. Good night. And that's it. And you're like, yeah. And I think people complained about those episodes. So they went back to the standard, like.
I've seen that episode, by the way.
It's a bad episode.
It is.
I cried at the end. Don't do that to us. Wrap it up. Wrap the episode up. And it's just it's like a nice wholesome little, I know what's going to happen. And I'm so happy because the bad guy's going to go to jail. And I'm like,
it's your comfort food.
It's my comfort food.
It's your comfort. I know a lot of people that do that with like shows like The Office and Friends.
Yes.
Which
Friends sucks.
I don't really. Yeah.
Ross.
Well, let's talk about him.
I hate Ross.
Talk about why, Steph.
I find the character so over the top, so unfunny that I could never get into Friends because of Ross. If you're listening, David Schwimmer, I think you were a little too over the top with your character choices, and I can't believe you weren't told to tone it down.
And if you're listening, David Schwimmer, wrap it up, okay?
Wrap it up.
When you get all those Friends groupies, wrap it up, and also when watching SVU, wrap it up.
Wrap it up. Wrap it up. And also, a lot of the guys do wrap it up, and then they have a problem finding who did the bad stuff because they wore a condom. But also wrap it up.
Yeah, wrap it up, though.
Yeah, you got to wrap it up. Are people wrapping it up at your shows? Those metalheads out there with their...
It's a mix. I feel like some dudes are like raw dogs and some dudes are like double rapping.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think I would I might triple rap if I saw somebody at one of your shows.
Yeah.
I actually one time met a guy in a mosh pit and we had sex that night.
In the mosh pit?
Yes.
That's my goal. To have just 2 people raw dogging in our mosh pit.
No, we didn't fuck in the mosh pit, but we moshed.
Oh.
And then after the show,
there's a lot of sexual tension in those mosh pits.
Well, they're not really because I guess. There's not a lot of women in there, though.
No, I didn't stutter. There's a lot of sexual tension, Steph.
There is.
In those mosh pits.
Yeah,
I've been in them.
You've been in them.
Yeah.
You must get thrown around. People picking you up.
I hold my own. I got a little center of gravity.
Okay. You're just dense.
Yeah, well,
you're
also
just shuffling around.
When this is coming at you, you're not really you're just kind of like, okie dokie.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to get like... Yeah. Does anyone scare you?
Sure. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I've been to New York. Yeah.
So you and Dance in the dark?
Yeah, but they're just like they're just like yelling at me and stuff like that. Like honestly, I get scared pretty easy. I think people assume that because I'm a goblin and like we have a past with certain things and being mischievous and stuff like that, which is just not my thing.
No, you seem like a normal goblin.
Well, I was raised by just 2 random whiteys in Reseda. I didn't have a normal childhood. I don't know anything about my past, if I'm being honest, Steph.
You didn't get a 23andMe?
I thought about doing that.
Yeah,
but
I think they're done now. You hear about the leak, the data leak?
What happened?
They apparently all the information. If you did 23andMe, your information could be widespread. But I'm like, well, you look up my Bulgarian ancestors and be like, I knew it.
Yeah,
there's a Greek person in there.
I don't know if that's as bad as when like the Ashley Madison leaks happened. I think I'd much rather my 23andMe get
that
leaked.
was bad. The Ashley Madison leak.
Do you remember that?
It's also like, what did you think was going to happen? I feel like if that man ever thought he was going to cheat on me, you'd be murdered.
Don't you do it?
Don't do it. But I'm like, I feel like I would know if my husband was having an affair.
And here's the thing.
Maybe
I watched a documentary.
You did?
Yeah,
okay.
really good, riveting. After the leaks, they relaunched. They still have millions and millions of subscribers.
Really?
Can you imagine? I mean, it's one thing if like maybe in the early stages you're like, oh, they said that they had all these protections. But once the leaks happened,
what do you think?
You want to get caught.
At that point, yes.
Of it.
Yes.
That's part of it at that point.
At that point, if you're going back on and logging in, you're done.
Yeah.
Here's my thing with cheating.
Talk about it.
Just tell your partner you don't want to be with them anymore. The harm you do to your partner by cheating on them, what you do, the trust you take away from that fucking person.
Forever.
I've been cheated on. It's not coming back.
You got cheated on.
My ex-boyfriend, I believe, for sure cheated on me with a bunch of people, and he's disgusting and gross. And I'll never. The thought of it just makes me so uncomfortable, and it now because of that, I don't have trust. It's gone. And I'm in therapy. I'm like trying to rebuild it. That's all I talk about is my jealousy problems and my trust issues. But it's like it's not coming back. It fucks you in a way that you can't fix.
How do you deal with that when you're on the road and you have like a grade A stud muffin just roaming around the streets playing piano, making people throw their garter belts?
I'm terrified. Most of his fans are quite old.
Yeah, I was
So
going to say.
like, if he had a bunch of like young, hot, fucking big-titted, big-ass fans, I'd be like, I'm going on the road with you from now on.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm your new roadie, but no, I do trust him. You know why?
Gen Z shows up to the piano and they're like, "Where's your laptop?"
Yeah.
I like DJs.
Gotta fix your hair now?
Yeah, please, Steph, thank you.
No, you know why I trust Jeførson? And this is bizarre, but he's a Christian man. And I feel like if you're a wholesome Christian man, that's one of like it's a main thing that you don't cheat.
Yes, the men in Christianity are to be trusted. Absolutely, Steph. I always say that.
I need something to hold on to here,
higher
John.
up you go, priesthood, whatever. I would say they have an immaculate track record. I agree, Steph. Yes.
Fuck you.
No.
I feel like men who like just, he loves his family, he loves his mom, he doesn't believe,
Wait a minute, you were on my podcast and you said you wouldn't be with a guy who's into his mom.
No, that hangs out with his mom one-on-one.
Oh,
that creeps me out.
Oh, what?
Like all the time one-on-one.
No, I get it.
Bizarre. You remember everything I said on your podcast. You got that Goblin head of yours really sucks it all in there, huh?
Steph, it was this morning. Do you not remember?
How's our clip doing?
That's a good question. All right, we should be doing really. What are our numbers?
What are our numbers? Let's see.
Yeah.
It better be good. I thought it was.
I mean, listen.
Okay, 24K.
Look.
It's not bad.
What's the episode at? Because here's the thing.
Oh, you checking on? We looking on YouTube?
Yeah, we got it.
We got to look on YouTube. That's okay. That's okay. What's it? Is this called Right Now Podcast?
Yeah, if it's at like 3 to 4K, we're on a nice little
That's
trajectory.
Good for one day.
We'll end at about 5 to 10. What are you at? 1?
One view, it says. That can't be real.
Screenshot it.
If it's one view, I'm actually going to kill myself.
Wait, that can't be because
it says one view.
I've watched it twice.
Oh, wait. No, it says one view.
I've watched it twice.
Well, it says one view. Oh, 5.4K. Okay, that's not that bad.
Way funnier when it was one view, though.
I actually was like, okay, 5K you said? No, we're not. 5,000 is not bad for this.
We're doing just fine.
One view? It says one view when you look at it.
That's so funny. I think that's your face, your reaction in the thumbnail is to the one view. You're like, come on, people, one friggin' view?
That's exactly what it looks like. Oh my God, okay, there we go. That's so good.
Do you struggle with that stuff?
I'm going to subscribe it to you right now.
Oh, please. I've kind of offended you already, but it's okay. Steph, do you struggle with that? Because I see you everywhere. Before I had you on my podcast, I actually emailed you a long time ago to have you on my podcast.
You did.
I've been following you. I see you everywhere. You're like the rare, you're a comics comic, but you're also the people's comic.
Okay, thank you. That's nice.
But, no, I'm kidding.
I'm like, oh no.
No. I love you, Steph, but I wonder because I could kind of see Steph's cooking right now. I see it. I can spot it. If you got it, you spot it. That's the old Goblin saying.
Okay.
And I'm spotting it. So I wonder if in this time, when you're doing the grind and your clips and your podcast and the things and the posting and the numbers, do you struggle?
Yes.
Like, trying to keep that a little separate.
Yes, there's no keeping it separate. I feel like I'm just trying to like delegate now at times, especially when he's home, to not be like focused on it and thinking about it because I'm not, I want to be present.
It's hard.
And I want to not think about stuff, but it's like because of what comedy is now and because you have to be fucking feeding this algorithm. And I'm sure my fucking listeners hate me talking about this, but it's engulfs majority of my brain power every day.
Because
and it sucks.
Back in the day,
we got to write. comedians now, we're directors, we're editors, we're
Content
filmmakers,
creators.
content creators, we're podcast hosts, we're like, no one's seeing what we're looking at right now. I set up this whole fucking thing. I set up, there's 3 lights going, there's the camera, I have to do the mics, I'm always struggling with the sound.
Just so,
It's the whole
just
fucking
so the
thing.
viewers know, okay? There's a sound guy, there's a DP, this is our PA intern, that's our AD over there.
Yes.
The director's back in Video Village in his chair. That's Jeέφerson.
This is the only thing I have helping me, this fucking...
That's honestly, it's more help than Jewiąerson on my show. I can tell you that much.
Do you think your skeleton looks like that? But like smaller?
Yeah.
Same? I mean, just like longer fingers probably.
Yeah.
So that,
Yeah. See, there it is.
it's the hole.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah. Okay, that's me.
You know what I wish I did? I wish I have like fake dicks. They're dildos, but I use them as props. I have my own special side dildos that I use as props. If I had that underneath there.
Oh, yeah. No, whoa, it just falls out. Yeah.
Just unraveled.
But it has like 3 beads in it.
Yeah,
What is
yeah.
this
And I'm
for?
like, I went over
Yeah.
those for.
Okay.
You're going to look up this bead thing. But okay, Austin, I was going to ask you about Austin. Have you been to Austin before?
Never been to Austin, Texas.
Okay. Do you like to swim? I don't know if goblins swim.
I'm not really big at getting in the water. I don't really like taking my shirt off, just
Well,
'cause
you can
of-
be that like fat person in the pool. Wear a big oversized t-shirt.
I could be into that.
Yeah, we're a long tee.
Is it a big swim place? Where are you
Yes.
going? Oh,
I'm telling you, there's this thing called Barton Springs.
Okay.
It's a natural spring. You're going to be so fucking hot. I'm telling you right now, you're going to go topless, optional. And I'll tell you what, the girls that are topless aren't the ones you want to see.
yeah, that's usually how it works.
It's usually how I went with
been
my
to
buddy Pat.
I've been
and
to
we
a
were
nudist beach before.
oh, it's always the smallest little micros just flipping around.
yeah. The guys that choose to, you're like, okay,
Yeah.
but, like respect.
Confident.
Yeah.
The women
yeah.
that do it, like this one woman last time I looked over and I'm like, those nipples, I wouldn't show to my worst enemy. Like they were like
Yeah.
really long and
Yeah.
I want to use the term, you know what a peep is? Like those little marshmallow.
Yes.
Like peep material.
Yeah. I was walking on the beach and I thought there were 2 tire tracks, so I was following them. I was just this old woman whose boots were just dragging on the sand, and I was walking behind her.
See, she must have a hump because that would hurt your back.
Yeah, she had a little bit of. Come to think of it, yeah, I've seen a good amount of humps at nude beaches before.
The people who are nude, I mean, I wish I had that confidence.
I do
Nude
too,
beach
Steph.
confidence. Like you couldn't pay me to take my shirt off at Barton Springs, but I'm saying Barton Springs, natural spring.
Okay.
Ice cold. It's like open, it's like rock. There's little salamanders, and I feel like you might snack on some. You can go down. Snorkel.
I wouldn't mind a little salamander.
I feel like you might suck back a couple Sallies.
I love a good Sally.
Just a tiny little slurp.
Yes.
And they're like clear and they like eat the rock.
I love
Algae.
it. I mean, people eat oysters and they think I'm weird for sucking on
I
Sallies.
love oysters.
Do you really?
When people say it's an aphrodisiac, I don't know if that's true.
They say it's an aphrodisiac?
Yes, like oysters get people wet. You're getting slipped up. You're getting a couple salamanders in your pants down there. You're getting excited.
Really?
I heard this.
Then what? Just save yourself the money and just go in the ocean and open your mouth. Like that's what it tastes like.
It is kind of like a sea. So you don't like putting all the stuff on it?
No, listen. Here's the thing about oysters. If you gotta put up so much shit on it that you don't even taste the thing, you don't like the thing. Everyone's like, oh, I love oysters. Oh, forgot about it. I'm up in the Northeast. I eat all the oysters. And you're like, oh, really? Have an oyster? Like, hold on, let me put it and drown it in hot sauce. And then you gotta put lemon on it and horseradish and Worcestershire. And you're like, buddy, you don't actually like oysters.
Okay, you might be.
You like sauces. That's what you
like.
like.
Yeah. I love sauces.
Yeah, I like sauces. Yeah,
Well,
I'll
then have an
with
oyster as an
sauce.
excuse for a sauce.
Yeah.
I'm also going to send you this place called, I think it's Lola. I'll remember it.
In Austin?
Yes, it's
Okay.
it's like I think it's a chain. But
talk to me about the venues because I don't know when this is going to be released, but I just want to know.
it'll be past. Yeah, I'll prep you. You're doing the Creek and Cave, correct?
The Creek in the Cave, Sunset Strip, what are the other ones? Something, Higbee's or something, and something else.
Okay. So Sunset Strip,
Yes.
it's not great.
Oh.
It's the room's too big. If
Oh,
it's packed,
We're in trouble.
we're in trouble.
because they gave me a primo time slot, 5:15 p.m. They call it the early bird special comedy.
Yeah. You know what? That actually might be good because there might not be shows at the same time. Because if you're paired up against a big headliner, no one's coming. No
Well, here's the thing. I got a big headliner, Steph. I did it. I got friggin' Jewiąerson.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
She's headlining that night, and somehow
She's doing it.
I think she misread it. I think they're just like, she was like,
That's pretty cool.
What is this? She was like, gobble. Oh, this is a turkey event or something. And she's like, said, click yes. And she's going to come on the show. And like 5 minutes in, she's going to fire her agent. But for those 5 minutes,
that's fun.
I got her.
So then, is she at the Sunset? Maybe that'll help.
Yes.
Fill it. Okay. Because Creek is going to be amazing either way.
Okay.
The way that room is set up, and it's amazing. You're gonna love the stage. It's super cool. It's like they're so close. You're gonna love that venue.
Okay.
The Sunset Strip is just, it's too long.
I don't like that.
It's too
I don't
big.
know why do they do that for comedy clubs?
They need to get a curtain. Every comedy club needs to get a big fat curtain and have ready to slide across at a moment's notice. The Improv does it. The Store does it. You need a curtain. Some rooms you're not going to fill that.
Right.
And it just feels better. It just locks it off and everyone's like a punch. Like the Store has curtains at the side and the back if you need to be.
Yeah, well, by the time this comes out, I've already played Zanies, and I'm sure I sold it out. But let's just say I did it. What I don't like about that venue either is it's like got all these like sides, and there's a second level to it.
Second level is
which
crazy.
is insane.
Yeah. I didn't sell the second level when I did it, and it doesn't feel if you fill that bottom bowl, you're gonna feel great.
How many is 25 people? How many will that fill?
You don't have 25 people. You Chelsea Lynn on it?
Yeah.
It'll sell out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chelsea is like I'm just riding her coattails.
I want to ride someone's coattails.
I'm hooking up to her trailer like a trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready.
I would love to ride a coattail.
Yeah, I would too.
I'd ride a coattail. I mean, people are always complaining about Nepo babies. I'd love to be a Nepo baby.
I would do anything to be a Nepo baby.
Could you imagine? What am I doing
awesome.
over here? My mom is still teaching Highland dancing. My dad's a retired Toronto Hydro worker. I got nothing over here.
A what worker?
Toronto Hydro. It's like what we call like power and lighting and electricity stuff.
Got it.
That's what my dad
maybe
did.
it's in hydroponics or something.
No. He just like would turn people's lights on and off and fix the meters and stuff. And he can do stuff, electrical stuff.
No, I like that you just boiled it down to him just going light switch on off.
That's what my dad did for years.
Yeah.
Made a good living.
Good for him.
Wait, we've talked about nothing body-wise here. Oh, my podcast is still playing. Oh, so I'm giving us views right now.
Oh, good.
Keep it on.
Yeah, definitely keep it
Look
on.
at the lighting. It looks so good, too, on your podcast.
You look great on it.
You know what? Someone did DM me saying, today I looked good. Don't creep me out, actually. I don't like that. Where were the men when I was single saying I looked good? Nowhere to be found. Second I get a boyfriend.
Nope, that's how it works.
What is the worst body thing you've ever heard?
Worst body thing I ever heard?
Yes, I'm sure you know some goblin tale of some big goblin nose falling off into the abyss or something.
Well, I got to be honest. I mean, I think personally my stuff's pretty bad.
So what do you got?
Besides the hub sweat, butt sweat, all of that kind of stuff, here's what happened to me.
Okay.
Least favorite holiday. Can you guess? Halloween, Steph. It's really bad. Anyway, this is why I don't take my shirt off anymore.
Okay.
It's because I was trying to be Hulk Hogan, right?
Yes.
And that's what, I got everything he wears. It's a little yellow kind of deal. I got the boots, you know what I mean? I thought, I did a push-up. So I was ready to go.
Okay, you did one push-up.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like a couple weeks prior, let the muscles build. So I was really excited. I was going to have like this big grand entrance at this party. It was a work party.
Okay.
So,
big grand.
I thought, it'd be really funny. Like, it's kind of new. Some people were kind of into wrestling. I was like, I'm going to be Hulk Hogan. Everyone's going to be like, yeah, brother. I'll be like, I was practicing the whole thing. I had the music playing. It was like,
oh, wow.
Okay. Opened the thing, right? And this woman screamed. She goes, oh my God, the Green Goblin. And then everyone's like, Green Goblin. Then everyone starts giving me pumpkins, thinking I'm going to like throw them. And they're like,
okay.
This is Willem Dafoe's fault, by the way.
Okay.
You know, the way he portrayed us, the way he did it.
He really ruined it for you.
Totally ruined it. And everyone starts pointing and laughing at me, and everyone's like kind of scared.
And your full Hulk outfit.
Yeah, I was like,
full mustache.
everyone's like, "It's a goblin, it's a goblin, it's a goblin." I'm like, "Goblin, brother, I'm Hulk Hogan," you know. And not one person called me Hulk.
Not one.
Not one.
And this is the worst body thing that's ever happened to you.
It was horrible. I remember I was like, screaming and laughing, and it was just like all the emotions except the one I wanted.
I will tell you, we are more alike than you think, because I also was Hulk Hogan one year for Halloween.
And everyone thought you were a goblin?
Everyone thought I was a goblin.
Oh.
That's the problem. Everyone was like, John Goblikon? I was like, who?
Do you ever get...
Now I know.
That's what happened. Full circle. Full circle.
I wonder how many... let's see how many comments are on the podcast about how I look like you. How many things... Because you said, is your people nice?
Well, most of them aren't. Here's the thing. Everyone knows, Steph, trolls and goblins have a long-standing beef.
5.7K, that's good.
You're doing good, Steph.
I'm doing good.
You're bringing it.
125 comments?
Let's go.
This is so nice. Steph's my favorite comedian. John's my favorite goblin. Love Steph.
Yeah, we got some.
Thank God for Steph.
Thank God.
Oh my God, holy shit. It was the episode needed. Best episode. Might be the best episode. This is so nice. Holy glob, Steph. Oh my God, what the hell? She and John had great chemistry.
See? Steph, let me tell you something.
I'm pumped. This duo.
This is Goblin Army. Let me just tell you.
I love Goblin Army.
Let me tell you why, okay?
I'm so happy.
For 12 years, I have spent a long time diving in those comments and getting rid of those trolls. And I've built a whole army of goblins that are anti-troll. And you'll see, if there will be trolls, and then the Goblin Army will just get them.
Oh yeah.
They're like, don't bring that in here.
I have an army. Yeah,
positive.
Yeah, it is nice.
Yeah.
It's also like, look how happy I just got off that. Like, what? Just leave a nice comment.
I mean,
that's the longest I've scrolled on a YouTube that wasn't like mine, where there was no mean comments. I can't believe it.
I like shield people.
I don't even watch.
Comics come on my show, and I just get behind me. My hump will cover you. You will be okay here. My people will like you.
Because I can't even. Adam Ray, I made the mistake of, I did his Kill Tony. Not his Kill Tony, that's in my head now. I did his Dr. Phil, and I read the comments, and I'll tell you what, it was a bad day for me. I cried.
Really?
It was bad.
Tell me about what.
It was just so mean. Every single person was just like, I fucking hate her. She ruined the fucking show. She's so unfunny. She's so ugly. And then men commenting on them saying I'm ugly, then they piled on how ugly I was. And I was like, holy fuck. Like 50 men just commenting on my appearance, saying how disgusting I am. Oh, thank God. I thought she was ugly too. Oh my God, she's the ugliest. And I was like, it's bad. And it sucks because Adam Ray is not like that. Adam Ray's a nice man.
He's a sweetheart.
He loves his fucking wife, who's super fucking cool. Like, he's a sweet guy. So, like, when he gets those fans, I'm like, who are these people? But look,
where do you have to go to get a lot of them?
I know.
I just say, look.
Can we remind people how hot my boyfriend is?
I mean, come on.
Come on.
I mean, look.
Come on.
Here's what I have come to understand about trolls, because I've converted a lot to be goblins.
Okay.
Trust me, we've had our fair share of trolls. My ghostwriter, Dave, he gets a lot of trolls.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not as nice to him. Trust me. Okay. But listen, what I have come to learn about trolls is they see something in you that they want. Mm-hmm. And that makes them very upset.
Yes.
So what they were actually saying was, dang, she's funny.
Yes.
And that pisses me off. If you weren't actually funny, it's like when you go and you have like a mediocre meal. No one like yelps. It was just like, that was fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
You did something that they go, oh, I could never do that.
Yes.
And that's why they feel like they must take you down.
Yes, they must.
They must take you down. I mean, that's like the highest form of flattery in a weird way.
Yeah.
Is when I start getting like real hardcore trolls. They're like, oh, people keep talking about this Goblin podcast. It's like, it's just a freaking gimmick, you know?
And you're like, this is me.
What you see is what you get, okay?
Right now.
Right now, Steph. And what happens is, I think they're just saying is, I wish I had a podcast. I wish I could perform on stage with Dr. Phil.
Yeah.
I wish I could pull off a friggin' jumpsuit the way Steph can.
Yeah.
I wish I could just riff with the crowd off the top of my head. But they would get on stage and they would just go, ooh, my balls.
Yes, and then people would be
crickets.
like, get off.
Yeah.
Well,
So
that's nice.
What I said I saw in you, Steph, that's what they're seeing.
Okay.
They're
But
seeing the
you're
rocket.
saying nice.
They're seeing this and they're going, how could I break it down? Because I don't have the rocket in my life.
No, they're sad.
But if they did, and sometimes I'll just tell them, they'll be coming at my guest or me or something, and I'll get in the comments, I'll just say, you know what? If you need a hug, you let me know.
Yeah. Okay.
You know,
okay.
You
And
fucking
they like that.
shithead dirtbag.
You fucking piece of shit.
You know, they're like, wait.
And then you're like, hug my hump.
Yeah.
Okay, we gotta wrap it up. We gotta wrap this up. We're an hour. We love an hour. An hour is nice. You even said your episodes are like 50 minutes.
That's right. I like a nice 60 minutes total, everything included, all
in.
my ads, all my sponsors, the 27 sponsors I got,
Yeah. I need more sponsors if you're
I
listening.
also need more sponsors.
I
My name's
officially
John.
have none.
I actually need the sponsors. My name's John Goblikon. I too need sponsors.
Can you sponsor two goblins? Because right
can
now I
two goblins
simply
for the
have
price
none.
of one. Maybe we'll just split it. You'll
Let's
do like
split
half.
it.
You'll do half
anything.
half of a Blue Chew ad, and then just give me the rest. I'll do the second read.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just kind of bounce off each other.
We can do. We should make little mirrors. We can make mirrors to look at your genitalia.
That's a side business we need to be doing.
Let's
I
make
didn't know that was
puss
a
and
thing.
dick and hole mirrors.
Yes.
Just call them hole mirrors.
Whole mirrors.
The black hole.
Call it the black hole.
Yeah, mirror.
See it to infinity and beyond. Yes.
Where can they watch your podcast?
Yes. Oh, so yes, my podcast is on what's called Goblin. It's our own YouTube channel. We got new music videos and new music coming out this week. But my podcast comes out every Tuesday at 9 a.m. wherever you get your podcast. It's called The Right Now Podcast with John Goblikon. And if you haven't listened to the Steph episode,
you must.
It will be your favorite episode.
It will. Go watch it and follow you on Instagram. What's the Instagram?
Yeah, at the real John Goblikon on Instagram and all the socials. I'm building up my TikTok.
You're building up. TikTok sucks. I got a ban.
It's so hard.
I just got
no idea.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't work. Doesn't sell tickets. Stick to Instagram.
All right.
Trust me.
Trust
me, from somebody who sells tickets every weekend. Stick to Facebook and Instagram. TikTok fucking blows.
Hey.
Suck my dick, TikTok. I got a strike right now for I got harassed, and I read what the guy wrote about me, and then I got bullied and harassment strike against my account.
I don't.
Thanks, David Jerry.
Just text me next time.
I'll
jump in those comments. I'll tear them up, Steph.
Just talk TikTok. Go see John Goblikon live. Listen to this podcast. You're a great guest. And thank you for coming on.
Thank you so much for having me, Steph. I feel like we need to be doing this at least once a month.
At least once a week.
At least we got to catch up. And Jeførson, I'm ready for my martini.
John's ready for his martini. Okay, bye.
Bye.